When did a kid basically adopt you as their parent? When I found 8-year-old Lily sitting on my porch at 9 p.m. in just a thin t-shirt in 40-degree weather, I knew something was seriously wrong. Her lips were blue, shivering too hard to talk. Mom said to wait here for you, she whispered through chattering teeth. I wrapped her in my jacket and brought her into my garage where I'd been restoring my '67 Mustang. I checked my phone. No texts, no calls from her mother. Lily hadn't eaten since breakfast. Her stomach was growling so loud I could hear it over the space heater. When I asked where her parents were, she just shrugged and said, Mom went out with her new friend. Dad's in the back bedroom sleeping. Mom says they're getting divorced. She said it like this was normal. I made her mac and cheese while she warmed up, watching her eat like she hadn't seen food in days, carefully savoring each bite. She fell asleep on the old couch I kept in the garage, still wearing my jacket like a blanket. Her mother finally showed up at 11:30 p.m., stumbling and smelling like cigarettes and cheap wine. Thanks for watching her. You're the best, she slurred, not even noticing Lily had been crying for hours. That's when I started paying closer attention. Over the next 2 weeks, Lily showed up at my garage after school with no lunch money 3 days straight. Mom forgot to go to the ATM, she'd say, but I could see the shame in her eyes. She wore the same frozen t-shirt for 4 days because the washing machine is broken and Mom forgot to go to the laundromat. When it was her dad's custody days, she'd knock on my door at 7 a.m. because he wouldn't wake up to make her breakfast before school. He works really hard, she'd defend him. I started keeping Pop-Tarts and juice boxes by my door, but slowly, I watched Lily come alive. She'd hand me tools, remembering their names after I'd told her just once. Phillips head screwdriver, she'd say proudly, her eyes lighting up. When I was working on the carburetor, she'd lean in close, asking why each part mattered. Why does the engine need to breathe? She asked one day, and I explained it just like my dad had explained to me. She soaked up every word. One afternoon, she helped me sand down a rust spot, her little hands steady as she worked. My hands are gonna get rough like yours, she announced proudly when she got her first callus. I had to turn away. She'd taken to wearing my old shop sweater, the sleeves rolled up 5 times, safety glasses perched on her nose. I'm your assistant, right? She'd ask. The best one I've ever had, I'd tell her, and mean it. One evening, she fell asleep under my workbench, and when I tried to wake her, she mumbled, 5 more minutes. I couldn't sleep last night. Mom's friend was yelling again. That's when I checked her backpack and found a note from her teacher. Lily has fallen asleep in class every day this week. She seems undernourished. Please contact me. Finally, I marched over to confront them. Her mother, still in pajamas at 3 p.m. with some shirtless stranger behind her, brushed me off. The free babysitting's great, but how I raise her is my business. She actually tried shutting the door on me, but her father was worse, drunk and dismissive. Kids are resilient. You're not her father. Mind your own business and stop filling her head with that car crap. I tried calling the school counselor, who said they were monitoring the situation, but couldn't do anything without more evidence. I offered to be her official after-school caregiver, and they jumped at it. Lily started sleeping on my garage couch daily. One Saturday at 6 a.m. Mom didn't come home last night. Dad says it's not his day. My garage slowly became Lily's second home, with spare clothes hanging on hooks, and her own tool chest drawer stuffed with granola bars and clean socks. Homework spread across the hood. I even kept lunch money in my pocket for when her parents inevitably forgot. The breaking point came when Lily showed up with bruises on her arm, 4 finger marks purple against her small bicep. Mom's boyfriend grabbed me when I asked him to turn the TV down so I could sleep. She said quietly. Something snapped. I called CPS immediately and spread everything across my workbench. Photos of Lily shivering without a coat last winter. Receipts from every meal I bought her. The teacher's notes about her falling asleep. Screenshots of her mom's desperate 2 a.m. texts. Everything I'd been documenting for weeks. The CPS worker arrived within 2 hours. They interviewed Lily gently while I showed them my documentation, 2 weeks worth. Her mother came home drunk during the interview and started screaming at me for kidnapping her daughter, calling me a creep and threatening to call the cops. The father showed up and couldn't explain why his custody days showed Lily at my house for 80% of the time. He actually asked, can't she just keep staying with him? By that evening, Lily was placed in emergency temporary custody with me while they investigated. 6 weeks later, the court granted me official foster placement of Lily with a path toward adoption if her parents didn't complete their required programs. Her mother lost custody after failing 3 drug tests and never showing up to a single parenting class. Her father gave up his rights rather than do the required therapy, saying it was probably for the best anyway. When the judge finalized the adoption, Lily hugged me so tight I couldn't breathe. Can I call you dad now? She whispered. That was 3 years ago. The '67 Mustang we rebuilt together sits ready in our garage, waiting for her 16th birthday.